Hi, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork.com, and welcome to our review of the SteelSeries Apex Raw gaming keyboard. This is the lower of the two versions of the Apex series keyboards from SteelSeries. This retails for $69.99, and this is the Apex Raw. So let's go ahead and open this up and check it out. You can see the traditional SteelSeries packaging. It says Apex Raw there. We've got some stuff written on here, but let's open this up. Keyboard style is US. Can I take that out there? Opened it upside down, technically. Pull this out, so see what we have here. Got our Apex Raw, and we've got a quick start guide, which you most likely won't need. Let's open this up, take a good look at our keyboard, and put that aside. So here is our SteelSeries Apex Raw keyboard. First thing you note is it's got 17 macro keys. So see if I can bring that down for you guys a little bit more. Give you a much more intimate look at the keyboard. So you've got 17 macro keys. You've got, you can also, this is an illuminated keyboard, which we'll show you later in this video. And you can actually change the illumination up to 8 levels in total. You've got a USB cord. It's not braided, it's a single USB cord. You can see, of course, you've got your function keys. The spacebar is a little different. It's a wider spacebar here in the middle. And you can see the edges of the keyboard. The keyboard doesn't have any raised legs, if you will. What it does is that the design itself lends to it being raised, so the keyboard actually raises up in style, so it actually goes all the way up that way in styling overall. There are no USB ports on the Apex Raw here, so you can't plug in a USB port to use with this keyboard, but you can see it here. Just to finish, you've got your macro keys, you've also got your program keys here on the left. You've got print scroll. You've also got unidirectional keypad. So basically, instead of your standard 1, 2, 3, 4, you've also got directional left and right if you plan on playing like Street Fighter, I guess. But you have that here too. You've got your SteelSeries button. This of course works with Windows 7 as well as Windows 8. So let's go ahead, plug this in and see how well it works. We might do some gaming, but we'll show you the keyboard as it functions while plugged into a PC. The SteelSeries Engine for the Apex Raw keyboard, of course, is part of your standard SteelSeries Engine, which covers a lot of things. Now, as you can see there, I have my Apex Raw keyboard. I have my Sensei mouse, which I've been using for quite a while. Comes, of course, with different profiles you can actually load up. The other thing, too, is at the very top, you see the button layout here. You have settings, properties, and statistics. And, of course, the cool thing about it is as you highlight each one in the lower right hand corner here, they are tips for whatever you actually go over across on your highlight. So you have your buttons here and you can map them. Just right click and that gives you the option to map, disable keys, so on and so forth. And of course I can just close that out. And we can go into settings here. And settings here shows us our illumination, which we can actually change on and off on the fly, as we can do on the keyboard, the polling, and of course keyboard layout, which we can also change. Properties, we can actually look at the profile that we picked. We can add new profiles, you can browse and take profiles from our system. And of course the statistics just shows you your typing patterns. That was just me typing gibberish. If I start that again, I can go ahead and type. And I hit stop here, and you can see all the keys that I've used, and you can use that to see your typing patterns and things like that. So heading back, of course, on the actions here on the right hand side, you can see your macros, which you can set up, your keyboard singles, custom action, just with the spacebar 1. So that's pretty much the default layout. So let's round up this review and see what we think about the SteelSeries. So I've spent time using the SteelSeries Apex Raw keyboard. First thing I will mention is that, before this keyboard, I was using the mechanical keyboard, and I thought, hey, switching over to something that's non-mechanical will not work well for me. But I really love this keyboard. The price range of $69.99 is great. I also love the fact that the keys feel very smooth in contact. So as you type in, You can hear some of that contact there, but it feels very comfortable, and you feel like you're actually hitting the strokes quite well. So while you're gaming, it does a very good job in recognizing your your strokes and how you actually keying into whatever game you're playing. Now the spacebar, I actually like this size spacebar. I think this works very well. I thought it would be kind of different way, because I'm used to a longer spacebar about that length, but it actually works out very well. The extra directional keys here, I haven't found any serious use for them, even though there's 6 directional keys, which is cool. Hopefully there will be more games that allow you to, but the games I played just haven't found any use for it. But I like the fact that it's there. Most games I use it, it's still, if I tap the right directional key there, that's just still up anyway. So that's that. As you saw with the software, it's quite easy to set up your macros and also your keybinds and all that kind of stuff. So it's easy to actually set that all up with this keyboard. The illumination is something that you can see here, but let me just give you a closer look, because I did this at night just to show you how well the keys actually light up for you during gameplay at night. So we have our SteelSeries Apex Raw keyboard. Of course, it has 8 levels of illumination for the backlit keyboard. We just wanted to show you how that looks like, especially in true settings at night. We do have some light back there, but of course hitting the SteelSeries key, and that would be F and F6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there you have it. It is quite sharp. It's not as bright as what you would expect, especially with other lights around, but it's got a softer tone to the illumination, which is pretty nice and actually works well. At first I was kind of skeptical about it, but I do like the way it actually handles its softer glow, if you will, of the illumination. But I just wanted to show you guys how it actually looks. Now you can also turn it down by hitting the shift key and F5 to take it all the way down, and of course you can see the SteelSeries logo also turns off. The only thing that stays on pretty much is your end key right there, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, that's that. So anyway, let's continue with the review. So we've seen that, and there's not much to not like here. This keyboard, it's a very nice keyboard. It's comfortable, it's easy to use. The extra lip here allows you to rest your hands and also just type away and continue your gaming with ease. The only one thing I wish it had was it had a USB port or 2, so that I could connect a headset or charge my smartphone. I'm used now to having USB port on my keyboard, which is great. But if you're entering into PC gaming and you want to start off with a keyboard, mechanical keyboards maybe sound too loud for you, I mean, this is it. This is where you want to start off at. You can adapt it to different kinds of games. You want to play it's stuff from like WoW to Call of Duty to Counter-Strike, or just your general PC games, things like Diablo and stuff like that. I think this keyboard works very, very well. It's solid, it's smooth. I also like the fact that it doesn't have any legs, but still feels comfortable and raised. I don't have to adjust the legs or anything like that. I think SteelSeries has really done a good job here with this keyboard overall. Give you something that you can play with. Now, of course, you do have volume controls. I forgot to mention that. Again, you use the SteelSeries button. You can turn down the illumination as you saw earlier, and do that again. But also you can control your, not your volume controls, your playback controls. So you have your rewind, pause, forward, so on and so forth. There are no set volume controls here, but again, this is for the entry gamer, and I think this works out very well. So if you have any questions or any comments, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. This is it's all Booredatwork with 2 O's. Also follow us on Google Plus and Pinterest. Again, this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy entertainment.